In 1993, NVIDIA was a small chip company trying to make video games look better. Today, it sits at the center of the artificial intelligence economy. As of July 16, 2026, NVIDIA's stock market value was approximately $5.06 trillion. In its latest reported quarter, the company generated $81.6 billion in revenue in 13 weeks, including more than $75 billion from data center. The company, once known mainly for gaming graphics, now earns most of its money from the infrastructure used to train and run artificial intelligence. So, how did a graphics chip company become one of the most valuable businesses in history? Why are technology companies spending billions on NVIDIA systems? And can this growth continue? By the end of this video, you will understand how NVIDIA moved from gaming into AI, why CUDA became a powerful competitive advantage, how its full-stack business model generates enormous profits, and what could threaten its valuation. Before we begin, if you enjoy videos about business, investing, and technology, subscribe because we upload videos like this every week. From video games to the GPU. NVIDIA was founded in 1993 by Jensen Huang, Chris Malachowski, and Curtis Preem. The founders believed computers would increasingly need specialized processors capable of handling visual information and complex calculations. Traditional central processing units, or CPUs, were designed to complete many tasks in sequence. Graphics required thousands of similar calculations to happen simultaneously. That made parallel processing valuable. In 1999, NVIDIA introduced the GeForce 256 and described it as the world's first graphics processing unit, or GPU. The product helped establish NVIDIA as a force in PC gaming. For years, gamers were the company's most visible customers. But the technology inside those gaming chips had a larger future. CUDA, the software mode. In 2006, NVIDIA introduced CUDA, a parallel computing platform and programming model that allowed developers to use GPUs for general-purpose computing. Researchers could now use NVIDIA hardware for scientific simulations, engineering, data processing, and eventually machine learning. Hardware can be copied or challenged. A software ecosystem is harder to replace. Developers learned CUDA, universities taught it, libraries supported it, and companies built applications around it. Moving to another chip could mean changing code, retraining engineers, and rebuilding tools. NVIDIA was not only selling a processor, it was creating a platform, the AI breakthrough. In 2012, the AlexNet neural network demonstrated a major advance in image recognition using NVIDIA GPUs. The result helped show that GPUs were exceptionally useful for training deep learning systems. Artificial intelligence requires enormous numbers of mathematical operations. Because GPUs perform many calculations simultaneously, they became well-suited to training neural networks. As models grew larger, customers needed more chips, faster memory, and higher speed connections. The full-stack money machine. NVIDIA's modern advantage is no longer one chip. The company sells GPUs, CPUs, networking equipment, interconnects, complete systems, and software. Its data center platforms combine processors with NVLink switches, networking, memory, cooling, and software designed to work together. This matters because advanced AI systems may use thousands of chips. If those chips cannot communicate efficiently, much of their computing power is wasted. NVIDIA's 2020 acquisition of Mellanox strengthened its networking capabilities and helped it design systems at data center scale. The numbers behind the valuation. NVIDIA's fiscal 2026 revenue reached $215.9 billion, up 65% from the previous year. Net income reached $120.1 billion. Data center revenue alone was $193.7 billion, compared with $47.5 billion 2 years earlier. Gaming produced $16 billion, but AI infrastructure had become the dominant engine. In the first quarter of fiscal 2027, revenue increased 85% year-over-year to $81.6 billion. Data center revenue rose 92% to $75.2 billion, while GAAP gross margin reached 74.9%. Those margins help explain why investors value the business so highly. But a $5 trillion market value is not the same as having $5 trillion in cash. It reflects what investors believe future profits may be worth. Selling lower cost per answer. AI companies are buying the ability to train models faster and generate answers more efficiently. A more expensive system may still be attractive if it reduces training time, energy consumption, or the cost of each AI response. NVIDIA calls large installations AI factories because they convert electricity, data, and computing infrastructure into intelligence. Blackwell represented the majority of NVIDIA's data center revenue during fiscal 2026. The company is now moving toward Vera Rubin, combining GPUs, CPUs, networking, storage infrastructure, software, cooling, and power delivery as one rack-scale system. The risks behind the trillions. NVIDIA faces competition from AMD, other chip companies, and custom processors developed by large cloud providers. Customers may design their own accelerators to lower costs or gain control. Government policy is another risk. U.S. export restrictions have limited NVIDIA's ability to sell advanced data center products into China. For its second quarter fiscal 2027 outlook, NVIDIA projected approximately $91 billion in revenue, but assumed no data center compute revenue from China. That was a company forecast, not a guaranteed result. NVIDIA also depends on relatively few major customers. In fiscal 2026, one direct customer represented 22% of revenue, and another represented 14%. If major cloud and AI companies reduce spending, delay data centers, or build more custom chips, NVIDIA could feel the impact quickly. There is also the risk of expectations. A company valued near $5 trillion must produce results strong enough to justify enormous assumptions about future AI demand. So, how did NVIDIA become worth trillions? It did not simply sell faster chips. It spent decades building the platform the AI boom eventually required. Gaming funded the early business. CUDA attracted developers. GPUs accelerated deep learning. Networking connected thousands of processors. And complete systems turned NVIDIA from a component supplier into the infrastructure company behind modern AI. But the next chapter is not guaranteed. NVIDIA must maintain its lead, manage yearly product transitions, navigate export restrictions, secure manufacturing supply, and prove that AI spending creates lasting economic value. If it succeeds, NVIDIA may remain one of the most important companies of the AI era. If AI investment slows or customers find cheaper alternatives, its valuation could face pressure. For now, one fact is clear. NVIDIA did not merely benefit from the AI revolution. It built much of the machinery, making that revolution possible. If you enjoyed this video, like it, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more stories about business, investing, technology, and the hidden strategies behind the world's biggest companies. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.